Hey guys, Ivan here, and you are watching the prejudging of the Arnold Classic 2025 Open Division. And we're gonna start with the first call out. They changed a couple of things as they went along, but this was the very first call out. And as you can see, we had Samson, Dauda, of course, Andrew Jack, Brandon Curry, Akim Williams, Derek Lunsford, and William Bonek. Now, of course, they shifted these guys around. Then in the center, we had Samson, Dauda, and Derek Lunsford. On the sides, Andrew Jack and Brandon Curry, and then Akim Williams and William Bonek. Now, one guy that surprised me probably the most was Brandon Curry, even though I had him in fourth, which I think will be the outcome exactly. By the way, I'm still surprised because he actually managed to bring back the fullness that he lost, that he didn't have last year for sure. He came in much bigger, much fuller, and also in a pretty good condition. He had a little bit too much vascularity, and it kind of blurred his lines, but he was shredded, man, and he was actually very full, and I'm pretty sure he's fourth spot right here. You're gonna see that throughout the callouts as well. It seems like Samson and Derek are top two for sure. I don't know who's gonna win, to be honest. I think it's close. You'll see that as well. Things will change as they go to the poses, you'll see. But I think Andrew is probably very firmly in that third. Now, as far as fifth and sixth, I think it's William Bonek actually in fifth and Akim Williams in sixth. And in my prediction video, I actually had James Hollinshead in fifth and Bonek in seventh. But I think those two guys are going to switch the place, and I think actually Sean Clarida is going to place above James. You're going to see that in a second. As far as this call out, yeah, it's pretty close between Derek and Samson. I think Samson was still winning here. I think Andrew is firmly in third and Brandon is firmly in fourth. Let's see the second call out actually. So like I said, James and Sean were in the center of the second call out, and I think Sean is beating James. I know James is a bigger man, but he can't go against Sean with his bubbliness, with his roundness, with his freaking freak factor. Yeah, he's a lot shorter, a lot smaller, but man, he has a crazy physique. So unfortunately for James, it seems like he's gonna be in that 8th spot. Now as far as 9th and 10th, based on the call-out, it seems like Patrick might be beating Justin Rodriguez. Because here, as you can see, Justin doesn't look much bigger than Patrick. Not really, and his aesthetics are a big issue. Patrick's aesthetics are very good, and it seems like Justin, even though his waist is smaller, it seems like he's a downsized version of himself. It seems like he lost a lot of size. But he is in good condition, and you know his waist is smaller. However, like his physique, it's not looking very nice, very tight. You know, his physique faded a lot over the past couple of years. The guy on the far left is the guy that turned pro last year at the Arnold Classic, so he was invited here, but he is definitely the last place here. He can't go against these top guys right here. Now, as far as Carlos Thomas Jr., he's going to be either 9th or 10th. I would say 9th, probably. I think he's beating Patrick because of his size, but his conditioning, like I thought, from what we saw yesterday, it seems like it's way off. It's not a good conditioning. It's basically almost like off-season conditioning. I mean, right here, he actually looks a lot better than in those physique updates. He definitely tightened up. He definitely dehydrated a lot. Whatever his coach, Patrick Tour, did with him in that last day, it worked. He dried out. He dried out a lot, but it still wasn't enough. And like his back still needs a lot of improvement. After this call out, we had another call out of only the top 4. So yeah, this tells you Brandon Curry did make that top 4. Can he go higher? Absolutely not, in my opinion. There is no chance, not just based on the callouts, because yes, later we're going to have a top 3 callout of only Andrew, Samson, and Derek, but also you can see, guys, like, Brandon is good, like, he came back, but age is definitely taking a toll on his body. He's 43, I believe, turning this year, so yeah, he can't really go against these younger guys anymore. However, he can be fourth, so he did beat a lot of younger guys, and he does look phenomenal if you ask me, but he can't go higher than fourth right here. So in that top 3, we have the other 3 guys, and can Andrew Jack somehow beat Derek or Samson? Man, I don't think so. Like, from the front, he's beating them, and from the side, it seems like Andrew improved, but from the back, it's basically the same story. I mean, the back looks good, but the glutes have zero separation, the hamstrings are non-existent. not only conditioning wise, but like you can't see anything happening in that area. So I don't think he has enough muscle there, but yeah, he's definitely not conditioned enough. I think because of that, it is between Samson and Derek. Who's gonna beat who here? That's a good question, and I'm gonna answer a little bit later. But as far as Andrew Jack, did he deliver? Once again, I think he did. Like, he could have been sharper, sure. He definitely could have been more conditioned, but he improved his side poses. Check out the side tricep. Better than before. Side chest is as well. Now, I don't know why would he, like, his nickname is Mona Lisa of bodybuilding. And the way he's hitting the most muscular now, you're gonna see it in a second, it's freaky. By the way, his absent eyes is the best here. Brandon's absent eye is also very good from the side. But once again, as far as the most muscular, I mean, this variation of Andrew's most muscular is freaky, but what is the thing with the tongue? Is this Mona Lisa of bodybuilding supposed to be doing? It doesn't really go along with that nickname. But hitting the pose that way does look really freaky, and I like it, but it doesn't really go with Andrew's style of posing, but it is what it is. So after that top 4 call out, they went with another 4-man call out, and it was this. So as you can see in the center right here, at this moment we had Akim Williams and William Bonek, and I'm pretty sure William Bonek is beating everybody here. He looks conditioned, he looks really conditioned, really detailed, and I think he managed to bring back some of that lost fullness. He's not as full as big as he was at his best days, like in 2019, 2020, but he brought back some of that fullness. Not a lot. You can see the triceps and the biceps, and like overall everywhere, basically, he's not as big as he once was, but he is very conditioned. And with his shape, it's enough, I think, to win in this lineup right here. Akim could be even a little bit better from the front. It's close, but overall, you're gonna see it from the back, especially. Bonek is just the most polished guy. Even from the side poses, like, Bonek looks very good, but it's from the back where Bonek wins in this call-out right here. He definitely nails it right here. Like, he kills Akim. So, it is close from the front and from the side, but from the back, Bonek closes that gap. They actually gave Sean Clarida a chance as well to challenge William Bonek, and as you can see, he is stacking up pretty well. It's surprising, with his height, but he looks good. He looks very complete, I gotta say. Really conditioned, really bubbly, really 3D. However, I don't see him beating Akim Williams or William Bonek. I do, however, can see him beating James Hollinshead. And in this call-out right here, James did not get a chance to be in the center, so that probably means that James is out of the conversation right here of winning this call-out right here. I think it is William Bonek who is winning this call-out right here and potentially probably placing 5th. In 6th, I have Akim Williams. In 7th, I would say Sean Clarida. In 8th, James Hollinshead. And then I would say Carlos Thomas Jr., and then after him, probably Patrick Moore, and then Justin Rodriguez, and in the end, the new guy who turned pro last year at the Arnold Classic. Alright, now we come to the final call-out, and this is where it gets very, very interesting. Instead of the expected top 2 call-out, we had a 3-man call-out, and look at Andrew Jack right here. He's winning in the front double for sure. Let's check out the front lat spread. I think he might be winning this one as well. So this is like 2-0 for Andrew right here. Let's check out the side poses now. Can Andrew actually hang against these guys in the side chest? I mean, I would say, yeah, it's not that bad. He definitely improved his posing in the side chest. Not just the size of the hamstrings, but I don't think he improved his hamstrings a lot. I think he just improved the posing, and it looks better. In the back double bicep, I mean, the conditioning in the glutes and hamstrings is not there, but back looks very good, I would say. So he is holding his own, actually. I don't think that there isn't an argument for Andrew winning the Arnold Classic. I think he has a slight chance at this point. Look at the back lat spread. Also pretty comparable to Samson, I would say. No, not the best conditioning in the glutes, but Samson is not peeled exactly. Derek is, quite a bit. I would say Derek brought good conditioning, not the best we ever saw him at, but a lot of fullness, a lot of hardness. Look at the side tricep of Andrew. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Look at Samson, however. Samson is very full, very big, but I don't think Samson brought his best conditioning. And at the beginning of the call-outs, I think he was in better condition. I think as the poses went along, I think he faded a little bit. Look at the absent eyes. Andrew is winning this one as well. So, I mean, I don't think Andrew can win this, but can he? What do you guys think? Look at the most muscular of Andrew. I mean, not in a Mona Lisa style, but very freaky. Very freaky. Look, guys, I'm not saying Andrew is winning this, but I'm not saying he won't win this. I'm not saying it's impossible for him to win this. I think that I don't know what it looks like in person, to be honest. Like that's an important thing. We have this live right here, and it's decent, it's okay, but it's not great. Maybe it's a lot different in person. Maybe like Derek is much sharper. Maybe Samson is more conditioned than it seems right here. I don't know, but based on what I'm seeing right here, Derek and Andrew seem improved from the Mr. Olympia, and Samson, in my opinion, seems a little bit worse. I think his conditioning is not what it was at a Mr. Olympia. I think he's okay conditioned. He's crazy full, crazy big. I think he's bigger than before, but I don't think his conditioning is as good as it was at a Mr. Olympia. And Derek, his conditioning was probably better in 2023, but right now it's actually also very good, better than last year, and I think he is also bigger and harder. So look at Samson's glutes, compare them to Derek's. Like, there is a big difference there. I mean, is it enough? I don't know. This is Arnold Classic after all, and they are looking for those aesthetics. So by that logic, both Samson and Andrew would have an advantage over Derek, but I don't know, man. Like, Derek looks in really good condition. I don't know if the judges will be able to ignore that. I don't know. And also Derek's quads are much improved. Definitely better. His abs as well, his ab control, his abs and thigh shot. So I think Derek is probably the most improved here. I think Andrew is significantly improved, especially with posing, but he could have been sharper. And I think Samson is a little bit off with conditioning. I wouldn't say he's off, but he's a little bit less conditioned than at the Mr. Olympia. So who do I have winning? I'm not sure, but at this point, I'm thinking maybe actually Derek Lunsford. But you guys tell me, what do you think? What do you see right here? If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content about Arnold Classic, about the finals, and about bodybuilding in general, subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.